Hi, Amy. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. So we're just jumping right in. Tell me about a vendor you'll never work with again and why. Don't name names though.
No, definitely not. I usually don't spill the tea or dish the tea, but a vendor that was really condescending towards, I felt like it was condescending towards women, and my bride and groom especially picked up on it. Like when they went to cut the cake, he had said, ha ha ha, this will be the first and last time you have the upper hand. And it was like just really cringeworthy. And I really wish like that person, that vendor wouldn't have said that. But it was the groom at the end of the night that was like, yeah, that was just really inappropriate. That would be something I would recommend any vendor just not say.
Well, and it surprises me because I feel like people like that like still get business. And
They do. They do, but it's like whenever you're meeting someone or meeting a vendor, it's like we always put on like your best foot forward, your best face. And, you know, if it's at a show or just, I don't know about a recommendation, but however they got to him, you know, it was like sometimes they don't always read the Google reviews or, you know, Facebook or Yelp or whatever reviews. So I just encourage my couples, leave reviews and be honest in your reviews.
Because, I mean, like, yes, it's awkward, but like you're never going to work with them again. But think about how many other people will.
Yeah.
And like, they could take it way worse. Like, you might be like, yeah, like inappropriate, but not that big of a deal. But like somebody else that could ruin their day.
That wasn't the only thing that happened that night, but without going into detail, because I wouldn't want this person to feel like I was explaining that exact situation or that exact wedding. But yeah, that really was
Awkward.
totally awkward. I mean, it was like throughout the whole night, like thing after thing after thing after thing, and then you're like,
yeah, so awkward. Well, let's get into a little bit about you for those who don't know. Want to tell us your business name?
White Weddings and Events.
Pretty simple, but it's with a Y, right?
Yes, WHYTE. It's my last name. And my husband came up with our business name, and we started our business in 2017. I started doing weddings in 2009, and I've always just done them for friends of friends, friends of family. I was doing campus events and then corporate events, and I've always just dabbled in, you know, the wedding industry. And then in 2017, well, the year before, I had done like 6 weddings in 2016, and they were like, where's your business card? And I was like,
Yeah. Here you are.
So here I am, and we've officially, you know, been in business a while now, and it'll be 16 years since my first wedding.
Oh my God.
In July. Oh,
happy anniversary, birthday.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride.
What's a wedding that's always stuck out in your mind?
My own.
Tell me about it.
My wedding was, gosh, where do I start? I hired a wedding planner. Even though I was a wedding planner, I was living here, and we got married in Michigan where my parents live. And she went 30 days without returning an email. And I was like itching after 24 hours, right? Like, just write me back. And so I was trying to give grace. And
I don't think you told me about that.
Oh,
We talked about this before.
So I was trying to give grace, and then it was like, okay, I'll just wait 48 hours, you know? And then it was like, okay, maybe she's just really busy. I'll wait a week. And then it was like my fingers were twitching, wanting to email her again and be like, did you get this? And after 30 days, I was like, this is not going to work out. So I gracefully bowed out, was like, keep my deposit. I understand that's what I do too, but I don't know. I didn't feel like a priority. So we parted ways, and then I ended up flying home 3 separate times in we got engaged in December and we got married in July. So I flew home and I set up all of my vendor meetings, and I went and interviewed like all of my vendors in 3 separate trips, and then decided on my vendors after I interviewed and met with them and had a conversation with them. And yeah, I planned my entire wedding, met with all my vendors in advance, signed all my contracts in person because I wanted to know who I was working with, and I wanted to have eyes on them and make sure it wasn't a scam. It was where I grew up, so I knew a lot of what I was walking into. I wanted to interview everybody myself, and I Yeah.
So what was her reasoning for?
She's busy.
I'm sorry.
And I'm like, well, I didn't tell you this, but I'm a wedding planner too, and that's unacceptable. So
Did you actually say that?
yeah. She blamed it on like, just being busy.
Okay, actually, since we're on that topic,
Yeah.
that is my biggest pet peeve ever. Like, you, respectfully are not the only person that, one, has a life,
No.
probably has kids, has pets, has responsibilities outside of your business. And we're all busy.
I know she wasn't a one-man show. Like, it was like a business, right? Like, I had passed this business. Anytime I landed in the airport, I would pass this business on the way to my parents' house. So, like, it had been there for a few years. It didn't last, but maybe a year or two after my wedding, they went out of business.
Well, makes sense.
But I know why.
Yeah.
So, like, I had known that building was there, that business was there, and I always had thought it was a cute name. And so as soon as I got engaged and we figured out, like, I'm going to go home and get married at, near my parents' house, like, I knew I was going to go to them. And yeah, after 30 days of, like, no response, I was like, I can't handle this. I parted ways and just did everything myself, including my rehearsal. I had my cousin step in as the bride. My beautiful, amazing cousin. I love her to death. And she is the only one I would have trusted to really handle my day. But I ran my rehearsal. She stood in as bride, ran everything the way I normally do it. And then not even the night of, on the morning of my wedding, I gave her the binder. And I was like, everything you need to know is in here. Everything. And I had showed her the binder before, during my planning process, like everything was labeled tab by tab. And, the day of timeline, I think was like 16 pages. I mean, very detailed, right? Like noon, so-and-so arrives. Noon, this happens. 12:30, this happens. 12:45. Literally, from the point I woke up in the morning, everybody had an agenda. So my family had an agenda of the day, what to wear, where to be when, etc. And then my cousin, I gave her my binder the morning of and was like, everything you need to know is in the binder. And I trust that you can handle it. And I went about my day, hair, makeup, all the things. And I guess why it stands out to me is nothing went wrong. Like everybody says something's going to go wrong.
With a 16-page.
Not when you're type A and OCD about every detail. So no, nothing went wrong. And it was so much fun. Like people always talk about how they don't eat at their wedding or how, it does go by fast. But I enjoyed my day. I was present for my day. I ate at my wedding. But I had fun.
Yeah.
Like, I had so much fun. So
Okay, so I'm going to get remarried to my husband, and I need you to plan it because...
Call me. Let me know.
Yeah. Because I think we've talked about this before, but I did the whole elopement thing. Because that's what everybody was like, oh, just do an elopement. Like, you'll love it. But I feel like I disappointed the little girl in myself. Like,
Ivy, you want the party, you want the dress, you want the excitement, the big day.
And we did a reception and it was great. We had a ton of people and a ton of fun.
It's different.
It is.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I got my hair and makeup done, but I got my dress off Shein and I really feel like I disappointed my younger self.
The price tag on the dress doesn't dictate your day.
No,
right?
But
I bought my dress for $99 at a David's Bridal sale rack in somewhere nowhereville, Pennsylvania while visiting my sister. It was the first dress I tried on. I walked in and I was like, I want something like this and I want pockets. It was the first dress I tried on and then I was like, I need to try on a no. I need to make sure that this is the yes. So I tried on a second dress and I was like, yeah, definitely not. This is it.
Yeah.
And it was that was it. It was done. But I didn't spend thousands of dollars on my dress. I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew I was getting married in the summer. I knew it would be warm. I wanted pockets. I wanted a certain material. I didn't want anything itchy. And yeah.
I guess I just didn't feel pretty in my dress.
Oh, stop it. You're gorgeous all the time.
Thank you. But it's just, I don't know.
You want the day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And just kind of disappointed in myself.
Ivy.
But it's okay. Enough about
When
me.
is your tenure?
Well, in 2 years.
Okay. Because I think we got married around the same time.
No, sorry, I got married a year ago. But our 10 years of being together is in 2 years.
Okay.
Maybe a year. I don't know. It's like right around my husband turning 30 because I wanted to do this huge thing for him turning 30 and our 10-year.
Yeah.
But it's like a year off. And I can't remember which one comes first.
Combine it, right?
Well, yeah,
like
yeah.
What's the in between, and then combine it and have a large party.
Buddy, please don't watch this because you're not supposed to know. Anyways, okay. Before I spill all the secrets, my secrets. Another juicy question: what's your least favorite part of a wedding day?
Oh man, I don't think I have one.
Really?
I really don't think I have one. I love every part of a wedding day.
I feel like most people's common answer is just like the end of it, like once it's all over and like driving home.
Yeah.
You're so tired.
I'm not.
Really?
When I drive home, like even if it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I get home, I clean out my car, I restock or repack my emergency bins and like take note of what I need to buy to replenish my kit. I restock my car and then I go inside and I strip in the laundry room and leave all my clothes, my shoes, everything that I have to wash in my laundry room. And then I go up and shower and then I sometimes will shower with a glass of wine.
Hey, you deserve it.
And then I usually will have, like, sometimes I won't eat dinner and I'll take my dinner to go. Or when I get home, I'll make a bag of popcorn and I will have a glass of red wine and some popcorn. But I need like an hour to unwind because I'm like, yes, that was her best day ever. We killed it. We knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
So when I drive home, I'm like, yes, nothing went wrong. Yes, everything went according to plan. Like, yes, that was her best day ever. Like, she was happy. He was happy. Awesome. Yeah. Right? Like,
I can see like the
I don't know,
excitement.
Like, making sure like the special items that get packed up at the end of the night and making sure those get sent off with like the right people. Every part of the day is important. So I don't have a least favorite part of the day, honestly.
You are so type A.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I know.
Like, I feel like up until I had my baby, I was like mid type A, not so much. Now I'm like totally type B.
I wish I could be. Like,
I could be a
my
little bit
younger
more type
sister
A.
sends me like books to read, and it's The Art of Not Giving an F.
Oh yeah.
Like, that was the last one. She's like, you need to chill out and read this book. And I'm like, I leave in a week for vacation and I'm already planning on how to get the kids in the car and mop my way out of the house so that way my floors are clean. Yeah, like that's yeah.
Well, okay, I feel like this one's a pretty obvious question.
Yeah.
But in case you have like a special answer for this, how do you approach weddings differently than other vendors who provide planning and coordination?
We're all going to have the same answer with a lot of heart, right? Like, I understand that this is somebody's best day ever. As my friend Anna says, we are in the business of hopes and dreams, right? Every wedding is going to be different from the last, but every wedding is their most important day. Handle it delicately and with care.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's nothing off the table if a bride wants to do that for her wedding. It's your day, your way. How, as far as how it's differently,
I would say the type A-ness.
There's a lot different between all the planners, but when you ask that question, they're all going to answer the same way, with a lot of heart, with a lot of love. It's really how it's executed that's going to be different.
Do you have any hot takes on that you want to share? If not, it's not a big deal.
I like hesitate to answer this, but I'm going to say I stay in my lane. Well, like, part of my contract, I am not your florist. I am not your baker. I am your coordinator, making sure that your day is nothing short of amazing and stress-free. I will absolutely cut the flowers off the arch, move them to the head table, try and rearrange, spritz, puff, whatever, but I'm not your florist. I will do my best, but I'm not your florist. If cupcakes or cake or whatever, I don't like moving cake, but I will do it. If stuff is delivered and put in a fridge, I put out during cocktail hour when there are the least amount of eyes on me, right? I'm not your baker. My insurance, I do like my yearly renewal with my insurance agent, and she's always like, remember this, and this. And I'm like, yep. And so when I'm talking to my couples, I'm like, what do you want to drink with your dinner? I will deliver your drink, but I will not pour your drink, right? Like, I will deliver your food, or I will have the caterer deliver your food, but I do not make your food, right? So that way I'm kind of protecting myself. But yes, I stay in my lane.
What a classy answer.
I will help out wherever I possibly can, because the day needs to be 100% stress-free and amazing and the best day ever for my couple and the parents. but I'm not going to portray myself any differently other than my skill and trade.
That's fair. I think that's why everybody should hire a planner.
Planner, coordinator, decorator.
Yes.
That's my area.
If you weren't a wedding vendor, what do you think you'd be doing?
Honestly, what I did for the last 20 years before deep diving into weddings, and that was either campus events or corporate events, because I started in campus events. And
Amy, you didn't tell me that before.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
A long time.
I know, I'm old.
You're not old. No.
Yeah, I started in 2001 in campus events, and then I think it was about 2012 that I moved to corporate events. And then in 2009 is when I started like wedding stuff. And I left corporate events in my daughter's 2.5. So about 3 years ago, I was pregnant with her when I left corporate and was like, I'm just going to do weddings.
Has that been a good decision?
Yeah.
Good.
I try to raise little kids that people like to be around. And honestly, I like to be around them too. We have fun.
Yeah, same.
So if I'm not doing weddings, I substitute teach and I hang out with my kids. And I love hanging out with my kids. So, yeah.
They're fun. Kids are fun.
Yeah. Some of them.
Yes. Yes, I will say that. I feel like it's all in how you parent, though. Like, yes, kids have their own personalities and, like, their own, like, will.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, they'll push you to whatever you allow them to do. And they'll, like, continue.
I think, there's a lot of people that have kids, but I think that, like, whenever I'm working with a wedding party and they're all small kids involved, I guarantee you I have a car full of snacks, right? And so if I've got a kiddo, like, during rehearsal that's like, I don't want to do it, blah, or, like, just not having a good time, I'm like, hey, what's your favorite snack? I might actually have it. And then, like, I'll sit down in the grass and I'm like, what you thinking? Are you scared? Do you think it could be fun? How far can you throw that petal, right? Like, how far can you throw that goldfish? You know, how far can you throw that fruit snack, right? Like, whatever. But I think, like, working with kids can also be really fun. And I think that my time in education has helped me, like, figure out best foot forward with kiddos and wedding parties too.
A question I kind of just thought of. So there's the whole, like, I feel like there's like this huge movement of like no kids at weddings. And I know it's always been like kind of a thing, but I feel like it's like super prevalent right now.
Yeah. I think it depends on the type of wedding.
Okay.
But yes, I am seeing a lot more of that at our higher end weddings, specifically at some of our boutique hotels. And because you're looking at a higher price tag per plate and more like black tie formal events, right? Like those are going to be your no kids, parents night out type of event. For a lot of my outdoor barn, creekside type weddings out in the country, I'm still seeing a lot of kids at those. So I think it really just depends where I'm at. But yes, I am seeing a lot more downtown, boutique hotel, higher price tags that want no kids. And I think that's okay.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for people who are trying to navigate, one, if they want to do kids or no kids, and two, communicating that?
I think just being real honest on having a wedding website's really helpful. If they choose to do a paper invitation, just having that as an added note. But say, as much as we love your little kiddos, we are hoping for, parents' night out and a kid-free event so that way you can fully enjoy and be present, or fully be present and enjoy this event or something like that. Giving it grace. But then also having grace for the parents that may not have reliable kid coverage. There is a service actually that couples can hire. Yes. That comes in and does kid care.
Oh, wow.
So if there's folks coming in from out of town and have to bring kids, there is a service actually that will do kid care at weddings.
That's really smart.
And licensed, insured, not like high school or down the street.
Yeah.
So that just, having grace for those parents, some of those new moms that are just hesitant to leave kiddos, like just having grace in both directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was invited to a wedding, and it was when I first had Riker, so I was like, and it was a kid-free wedding, and I wanted to respect that, but I obviously, I was just too scared to leave him with anybody but my mom.
Yeah.
and I still am, honestly, but and she wasn't available, so I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry, like I want to be there for you, but
it's having grace and giving grace, but like understanding a parent, a mom may come and have to step out to feed a kiddo. Parents may come but have to leave early to get home to a kiddo for feeding, and there's a lot, as a mom of a special needs 2-year-old, I get it. But I think just, communicating it ahead of time and then giving grace if they can only come for a short period or if they can't come at all, like just be very understanding and not let that ruin the relationship.
Absolutely. Yeah. That is hugely important. What does your dream wedding look like as a vendor? A perfect day?
I hesitate to say like other than my own wedding because that was the perfect day for me, but it's not the perfect day for someone else. So the perfect day is honestly what the bride wants. Like I sit down, we have a conversation. I have some brides that are like classic, clean, no mess, minimalist. And then I have others that are like, I want flowers everywhere, right? And whatever their dream is, that's the perfect day.
Going off of that then, what is your like dream goal wedding? Like this wedding, like you've done it, then you feel like you've made it. Does that make sense? Does that? Like your fantasy, like ultimate, like, does that translating well?
Yeah. I don't know that I have an answer there. I don't know. Like, I think some vendors would say a price tag, right? Some vendors are going to say, like, I feel like a florist would be one that's like, it uses my most challenging or my least challenging flower or something. I don't know. I think for me, it's like, when my couple walks away happy.
Yeah.
Like I always go back to like a birthday party I did for a little kiddo. I think he was like, let's talk about how cute I am. I think it was 2. And afterwards he told me it was the best birthday ever. And I'm like, oh, bless your heart. Right. But that was the most rewarding thing. That was the most rewarding thing.
Yeah. Especially since kids are hard to please.
So
biggest critics?
Like I don't, it's not a price tag. It's not a Google review. I mean, it is a Google review. But a couple saying that was the best day ever. Like that for me is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the answer you're looking for, but I don't know. Maybe I think the other thing is it could be like 30 in a year, 35, 40 in a year, right? Like maybe it's a number, maybe it's a price tag, maybe it's a certain location. I don't know, but for me, it's when my couple has had the best day ever. That's the yes moment.
Do you have any go-to traditions or rituals that you follow before each wedding?
You know it.
Tell me about it.
I loved, like, if I can't be on site till 10 o'clock, cool, no problem. I will literally be within a mile of your venue 15, 20 minutes beforehand, and I will just park somewhere quiet. But at like 10:01, I will be getting out of my car at your venue. So yeah. I like to be there. I kind of like look up and I watch the sky and check the weather report and just review my timeline. I like to just have like a quiet moment before I get out of the car. That's, yeah. I love watching the weather. So like, I'm always like looking up at the sky and the sun, and I'm like, what's my lineup for the day? Am I partly cloudy? Do I need to worry about shadows in the face for photography? Of course my photographer is going to think of that, but I'm also going to think of that. So I don't know. I like to have a quiet moment and make sure, review everything and just say a little prayer and get out of the car and rock it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny, like, how different we are. Like, as a recovering employee, it was like always...
Recovering employee?
Yeah. I thought of that today. I was like, I need to use that. It's amazing. Anyway,
I love
it. It was on my drive.
I feel like that's very applicable to my life, too.
Yeah. But, so I was always late, and I... like the 1 or 2 times I was like earlier, like on time, like I didn't know what to do with myself. Like,
yeah,
I'm like, because to me, like, I like to hit the ground running, and like, because I'm running late, like, let's go. But when I like wasn't, it was just like, Or for me, I don't know.
I think as a recovering employee to like feed off of that, Ivy, I enjoy my life so much more now that I'm like truly loving what I do. Like when I worked for corporate, it's very like straight face, straight lace, black and white, right? Like this is my budget, make it work. As a recovering employee, now that I love what I'm doing, like I get somewhere, I review my day, and like I'm excited to start, right? Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's make this the best day ever.
Yeah.
I think when I was an employee, like in campus or corporate events, like campus events, can't please everybody all the time, and you want to do $1 million event on a Dollar Tree budget, right? Like that is very much working in higher education. Working in corporate, you're given a little bit bigger of a budget, but you will always have critics because they want the black tie formal affair every single time. And yet this is a training, not an event. This is a this, not this. Or
what's your favorite wedding tradition and why?
It's one I don't see too often, but I love when the bride dedicates her bouquet to her mom. Tears. That's like one of my favorite things.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Okay, so I love how the first dance and then like the daddy-daughter dance, dad gets to walk her down the aisle, or mom or grandma, grandpa, whatever. But there's like different roles for like the father figure and the bride.
Yeah.
Who helped you plan your wedding? Who helped pay for your wedding? Who helped you get your dress? Who helped you get you bustled for your dress? All the things the mom does, right? Yeah. I've had a few now. And I like, as we're through, going through the planning process, I have a million questions I ask during our planning period. I love that. That's definitely my favorite. I don't see it very often. I mean, a handful of times.
I don't think many people know about it. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to be like playing that on repeat.
Yay!
That is so good.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites because the mom doesn't really get to be in the spotlight a whole lot. If she isn't breaking a sweat behind the scenes, making sure, all the things get done and paid for. And sometimes it's the father figure helping pay for stuff too. I don't know. I love it. I love it. It's so special.
It is. It really is. I'm lucky that my mom made mine, so I feel like it would have been like a little bit awkward to give it back to her. But I still feel like
you can always do something else. And like the mom usually makes sure that you get the family heirloom, right? Like some sort of something new, something old, something borrowed, something blue. It's usually something passed down, and sometimes it's from the father's family, sometimes it's from the mother's family, but just like doing something to highlight how important mom is too. They both got you to this milestone, not just one, but they both got you to this milestone.
It was just my mom, but yeah. So I feel like I should have thought about that a lot better. Now I feel even worse about my wedding. Thanks, Amy.
No! Ivy, you just wait. You just wait. When you're ready, it will be the most amazing day ever. I just worked with this couple that they had a very, we'll say, tight budget. And I was able to save that mom about $7,000 and in different like recommendations and feedback on like things she was wanting to do or the bride was wanting to do. And I'm like, I hear you. Hear me out. Let's incorporate this, but this way. And where's my phone? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
Okay.
I got this last night, and this email made my day.
That is a long email.
Well, that was my response.
Okay.
Okay. I finally have a moment to sit down and catch my breath as the last of the wedding company has left. I wanted to thank you for all of your help over the last few months. All of your recommendations from this person for hair and makeup to using pre-rolled flatware to the flash mob dance were the touches that just went above and beyond. As my husband and I reflected on that day, both of us agreed 100% there was not a chance we could have enjoyed the wedding to the extent that we did without you. I think I checked my phone one time all night just to see what time it was, and that was the extent that I trusted how fully you had our day. Given the stress of this last month, especially with the bride's grandma passing away and our budget, it truly was a gift to be fully present on the day. You were the best decision we made for this wedding, hands down. And I wrote thanking her for her kind words and just like being so gracious. But yeah, like I understand that I was like an expense that needed to be justified, but where I was able to help them cut or save in budget more than made up for
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
So I got that last night. My husband, we were talking, we were texting.
At 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. That came in at like 1. And I was like, Sam, wake up. I got to read this to you. And he's like, huh? And he goes, oh, that's really nice. And went back to sleep. I was like, oh, like I love my couples.
Yeah.
I love my couples. I love their families. Like, they're part of the White Weddings family now. So if anyone were to ever call and be like, I need you in a pinch, and I'm drop what I do. All right, I'm there. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know that you love weddings so much, but have you ever had a time where you're like even considered walking away from the industry?
Yeah.
And what made you stay? You can tell me about the
People's
time.
feedback.
Yeah.
I sometimes have to stop and like gut check myself and be like, am I too old for this industry? Can I still relate to my couples? Do I relate more to my parents? I mean, now that I have my own kids, I'm like, am I now, the uncool wedding planner, right? Like, like
You're cool. You're on a podcast.
I started so long ago that I started before I was a bride, right? Like I started before
Yeah.
And so I definitely have to gut check myself sometimes. The first question you asked me about the vendor, I really don't want to work with again. Like that person has made me have to gut check where I'm like, did I just take that the wrong way? No, that was really inappropriate. That shouldn't have happened. But I do gut check myself sometimes and like, can I keep up with it? Can I really do a 16-hour day? Okay, I still got this. That feedback, I still got this.
Yeah, especially when you are still getting emails like that.
I truly have fun with what I do. I truly love it. Like, I think about how many I do a year, and I'm like, this income is not comparable to working for a corporate company, right? Like, fraction of what I was making at a corporate company. But nothing in my gut wants to go back to doing that. Like, I really love what I do, and I have fun with what I do. And so, like, I try to keep cost reasonable to still pay for my insurance and all this stuff and whatever. But like, I don't want to go back to what I was doing because I have so much fun doing this.
But it's so hard to go to work every day knowing that you're building somebody else's dream.
Yeah.
That was my biggest,
yeah.
I can't do this.
I don't even know, like when you work for a corporate, I don't want to mention the company I worked for, but it was, big on overseas and outsourcing. And I think a lot of the turnover was outsourcing. And when my husband and I got married, if I could just step back for a second, we were really big on supporting locals. So like I knew my florist down the street. I had been going to their shop my entire life. Our caterer was somebody from the town I grew up in. Let's see, my dress didn't come from a small local, but like my photographer was the only area I went over budget on, but he did film production for small nonprofits and a church about 40 minutes from where I lived. Like,
yeah.
I knew that the money I was paying for these vendors was going to stay local, and that was important to us.
Yeah.
So when I worked for corporate, knowing all of that was just like, meh, right? Mm-hmm. So that's something else I try to support local as much as I can and support like other small businesses because we're all in this together, and it's just important to keep the money local.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that's what we're all trying to do. Yeah. Now that we're, entrepreneurs and small business owners, like, I mean, I was working 60 hours a week, but now I'm working 60 hours a week for myself.
Yeah.
Right? So,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Have you ever had to manage major personality clashes at a wedding?
Yes.
Do tell.
The mother of the groom and the bride.
So like mother of bride, mother of groom?
No, mother of the groom and the bride.
Mother-in-law type situation.
Yeah. Mother of the groom wanted to be in the bridal suite and help get ready. Okay. Mother of the bride was also in the bridal suite, and like part of like the pictures for like zipping up the dress or like putting on a bracelet or earring, whatever. Like we had the bride, her two bridesmaids, which were her two sisters, mother of the bride and mother of the groom. Mother of the groom just wanted to be there. Bride really didn't want mother of the groom there. She should be with her son and those getting ready pictures, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So at some point I had to gracefully pull her out of the bridal suite and explain to her that if she wanted any photos with her son, I needed her to get moving and go over to his get ready location.
Yeah.
And when she got there, she said that I kicked her out of the bridal suite. And I'm like, that's okay.
Yeah.
My bride and groom are most important. And as long as they're happy, that's what matters. I don't care if somebody doesn't like me. I really don't. Not your day.
No.
The bride warned me that she was very like she wanted to be the center of attention, but she wanted to be in the center of attention as well. So I let her be there for a little bit. And after the time allotment, the bride told me. And then I also, like, knowing that, we built in time for her to be there, and then we made sure we built in time for her to be
with her son.
Yeah. But it literally was, I put her arm around my arm and I said, so and so, if you want any pictures with your son today, I need you to get moving.
Yeah.
And I walked her to the car, and we had somebody else driving her. We had someone else driving her because I didn't trust her to go. I walked her to the car, got her in the car, shut the door, and I said, let's go.
Yeah.
And when she got there, she told everyone I kicked her out of the bridal suite. So, yeah. But you know what? She got pictures with her son.
Yeah.
She got pictures with her daughter-in-law, but she got pictures with her son.
And I feel like that's, like, as a mom of a boy, like, I'm trying everything in my will not to be like that mom. Like, and part of me, like, doesn't understand, but, like, he's young, so we'll see. I just, like, I would, like, hopefully I like her. And yes, like, I want a picture with her and, like, the future family. But, like, that's my little boy. Like, I want pictures with him. Screw her. Just kidding.
Like, but, yes. And at the same time, like, trust that you've raised him well enough to let go, right? Like, he has made the choice to propose. He has made the choice to marry this person. Like, got those last moments, like, that he's yours before you're, sending him off in the world again to marry someone and start his own family. Trust yourself that you did an amazing job and relish in those moments. You get some photos and then, like, be happy for him. And she just really wanted to be, like, in the center of attention wherever that was going to be. She wanted to be there. And so it was just gracefully getting her to exit.
Yeah. Oh, I hope somebody is just like if I'm ever acting like that, I hope my husband's like, hey, Ivy, like, oh.
He was the driver. And so he was aware.
Okay.
But I made sure to have that conversation with dad of the groom and be like, okay, when I get her in the car, you do not stop.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be like a tuck and roll. I get her in and you go. Because she would have stayed there all day.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I try to understand, like, people like that, but then at the same time, I'm like, I don't really know if I want to. Like, because then I feel like that's a slippery slope to becoming like.
It is.
It's like reasoning.
But that's also why it's really great to have, like, a third party, right? Like, if you have a planner, you have that middle person, and that way, like, now the mom of the groom isn't pissed at the bride because the bride kicked her out, right? Or the mother of the bride had to kick her out. Like, if I wasn't there would definitely be some family tension, and there would definitely be some hard feelings.
Yeah, and that goes on beyond the wedding day.
Oh, absolutely.
And tenfold once you
mother
have
of
kids.
The groom that mom would have held grudges for the rest of her life.
Yeah. So it's good that you're the bad guy.
Yeah. Let me be the bad guy. I'm happy to be the bad guy. I don't care if somebody doesn't like me. I'm going to make sure your day is nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, and that's really important. Do you have any trends that you're loving right now? Just wedding trends?
Can I have a repeat answer?
Yeah.
The one that I'm seeing about the bride dedicating her bouquet to the mom. I think that one's so special. I love it.
Yes. Do you have any trends that you're not liking right now? That's a yes.
I think it's on its way out.
Oh, thank goodness.
And I'm hoping that's the case. I don't love burlap.
Yeah.
I don't love burlap around food. That's what I mean. I think it's on its way out.
Okay.
And then I also don't love pampas grass. I don't love how messy that is. If I can be completely honest, I don't love fake flowers. I don't think they photograph well. Let's see, other trends I'm not loving. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Like, those are Those are like my 3 least, and I'd have to say like fake petals that I have to pick up afterwards. Like those suck. Those are my top 3. Like burlap, pampas grass are definitely the ones I don't love. And I don't love silk flowers.
Yeah.
So
I think that's fair.
yeah.
But I think you're right. I don't think that they photograph well. I understand that that's the one thing that you have to save costs on. Maybe take the photos from a distance. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it's hard.
Yeah.
On that one.
Yeah. I've got one more.
Okay.
But not that I don't like, one that I do.
Oh, yeah.
I do love, a newest trend is like a grand entrance. So like a bubble entrance, ribbon, wine, clapping, like something that's like really exciting when the couple comes into the reception.
Yes.
Versus leaving at the end of the night when it's hard to photograph and really dark and half of your guests have already left. Like that's a new one that I'm seeing.
I like that.
And I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's fun. It's exciting. It's like welcome back from cocktail hour and taking pictures, let the party begin.
Yes.
Like it's exciting.
Well, and I think that really sets the vibe for the night. Like, sometimes if you don't have a DJ, it can be hard to like get the like, party started. But I
don't even get me started on that. But yes.
No.
I don't do Spotify weddings.
I thought it was like a hot take on like don't hire a DJ.
I'm not your DJ. I am not your DJ.
Yes.
I am not your DJ. I am not your DJ. I am not. That's part of my stay in your own lane, right? Yeah. Like, I get you down the aisle. I listen to your music at least 100 times before your wedding day, before your rehearsal. I know when you're walking in. I know when every member of your wedding party's walking in. I know when your family's walking in. I have listened to that song so many times, and I have done a venue walkthrough, so I know how far they're gonna walk. Like, I know my entrance, right? I'm not your DJ.
Yeah.
I have studied your music, and when I am sending people in, like, I don't want to be like, oh, shoot, music change, stop, pause, fade out, shoot, I don't know how to work your phone. What's the code? Like, I'm not your DJ. So I really, 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 really strongly suggest that they hire a DJ, a professional DJ, not your groom's best friend, brother that knows how to work a wireless speaker.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Was there any trends that you pretended to like but you secretly hated?
Burlap. Because, I mean, Idaho, barn, rustic, right? Yes. Like, you have a lot of it. And so when I did have couples using, like, burlap runners and stuff, and I get it, but let's not put that around food.
Are you on TikTok?
No. I had TikTok on my phone, and then my husband was like, you have TikTok on your phone? Get rid of that. You know they're spying on you? So, no, I don't have TikTok.
Okay, well, when you had TikTok, did you notice... Okay, so I guess the question is, what do wedding TikTokers get so wrong about planning? It doesn't have to be TikTok.
AI. I'm seeing more and more people using planners and like ads that pop up either on Instagram, Facebook, previously on TikTok about like, if you're a planner, stop scrolling and watch this. And it's like, AI can get you through blah, 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 right? And I'm like, you lose the human touch. AI is only intelligent so far. But then you look at like AI videos and photos and you're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 fingers on that hand. Yeah. Right? Like, when you work with me, you get a real person and a real response. And it's not AI doing any of my work. It's me texting with you at 2 a.m. because I am still up writing contracts or still up revising timelines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like the Idaho wedding industry is actually collaborative or just competitive with better lighting?
I think it depends on who you're talking about specifically. But my circle and those that I choose to include in my circle, I'll put it this way, the door is always open. I am happy to collaborate. I am happy to support. I go to networking events. I've been part of IEP. Love collaborating, and I feel like that is pretty genuine. Some of my best friends are also planners, and I have a group chat with I think 5 or 6 other planners that I adore, I love, I collaborate with. In fact, just yesterday we were having a conversation around sales tax versus rentals and sales tax on service versus sales tax on rent. I don't do rentals, so I'm like, oh ha ha ha, I don't have to worry about that. I feel like it's genuine. Yeah. That being said, at a few of the shows, I know other planners have been like, I don't want to be near her. And I'm like, why? I'm fun.
Yeah.
I love people.
Yeah.
Come hang out, right? The door is always open to collaborate. And I have collaborated with other planners specifically on different photo shoots or shows, or like gotten together with different venues to do stuff, photographers, but specifically in the planner world, there's enough to go around, right? And I feel like we all do things maybe slightly differently. Like one person will have rentals, and one person boasts decor, and one person boasts affordable, and one person does this. Like we're all different. There's enough to go around. So my door is always open as far as like supporting other women, supporting local, other small businesses, and collaboration over competition, 100% from this side of the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Like you said, like there's literally enough to go around.
There is. I mean, honestly, if I have a date that I'm like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable, like I don't take on 2 in a weekend. I love hanging out with my kids. So my policy is I do 1 a weekend. If I have another one come in, I will refer out to other planners. It's not like a just good luck. No, but I love having other planners in the industry that I'm friends with that I can be like, and you know what's really cool? I have shadowed a few of their weddings, and I've had them come shadow a few of my weddings. So that way we can learn from each other. So I know a few that I'm very like-minded with, and then I have a few that I've learned stuff that were a little bit different, but they trust me enough to have me come on for a day and be their second hands. And now, like, I've had the opportunity to do that with some of them as well. And so, like, I feel confident when I can't do something or when I can't do a wedding that I can refer to them, be like, they're very much like me. So I know if we got along really well, this would be your person, right? So I feel like collaboration is key, is important. It's not about competition. Collaboration often means sometimes they're sending you business too.
Yeah.
So I value it. I highly value it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last question. If you could give every couple one piece of advice before their big day, what would it be? It can be marriage related, wedding related, life related.
Well, initially my response would be, don't hire a vendor on the spot. Go have coffee with them. Like, go meet them. Go have a conversation with them and make sure that you really connect, because your vendors are your biggest advocates for your day of. We all have your back. We all have your back. We are going to make sure that your day is amazing. Get to know your vendors.
Didn't you just like reshare a post yesterday?
I think.
Yeah. What did it say? It was something along those lines. It was something like, biggest asset you can have is a
professional. Hire a professional. Don't hire a friend, because sometimes your friend that's baking a cake in Montana and driving it down here at the last minute is going to be like, well, I actually can't do it, you know, right? Like, hire a professional. I don't know what
Instagram. Yeah. No, it was something like
here. Yeah, it was one of the bridal theory. I follow her and I love a lot of her content, but this one really like rang true to me. The best asset you will ever have on your wedding day is a wedding pro determined to make your day the best it can be. Sound like that is very accurate.
Yes.
So when like the Spotify thing, right? Like, don't hire a friend to like hopefully get it right. Hire a professional. We will make sure that it's right.
And then if you don't, it's not on your friend, and then there's no bad blood.
Right? Like that third party, and then there's not animosity, and like, you ruined my wedding because you sucked at Spotify or whatever. Like, you effed my playlist up. So yeah. Get to know your vendors. We want to get to know you. And, you know, honestly, that's how I figure out how to make recommendations is once I get to know my couples and like know what makes you tick and what do you like and what do you really not like. And I don't know, like I encourage that open communication as often as possible, because we'll be your biggest advocates on the day of.
Absolutely. Anything you want to leave them with? Anything upcoming, exciting?
I don't know.
That's okay.
I don't know.
Where can they find you?
white-weddings.com.
Perfect.
And it's WHYTE-weddings.com.
Awesome. And what's your Instagram?
Amy _
I'll tag it.
whiteweddings&events.com or something like that. I don't know. It's on Instagram. We're on Facebook.
Amy-White-Weddings.
Amy-White-Weddings.
Something like that. I'll tag you.
You don't get AI. You do get a real person. And
Thanks for
Amy
being
at White Weddings. Thanks.
being on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, Ivy. This was fun.
It's always a blast.